The following statements you are about to hear are not made to offend or hurt anybody's feelings, although we may discuss serious topics. It's all entertainment, man. In all reality, don't take too serious. Have fun, laugh a little bit, relax. Let's talk about it. Shades Talk.
All right, so we in here politicking with Shades. We got Nauti, Kaitthestallion, and Cardio. I appreciate y'all coming through.
Thank you for the invite, bro.
All right, so we was talking about first topic. You in a relationship and you driving with your family or whatnot. It could be your girlfriend, your wife, your second half, and your mom is in the car too. Who's getting that front seat? Your mom or your girl?
Moms.
Moms?
All day.
Okay, and then we're gonna flip it too. Your boyfriend and your father. Who's getting that front seat?
The boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cardi, move that mic closer to you.
This one?
There you go.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Y'all saying, I wanted you to go to the podcast, but you chilling though.
Yeah.
What time is it at?
We about to record right now.
Yeah, we about to. Yeah. This is all getting edited anyway, so
That's what I said. 10, like,
it ain't gotta be perfect.
I was not that. My bad, y'all.
Oh no, you good.
This nigga.
Y'all still laying down and shit? I said, y'all still laying down?
No, everyone already took a shower, putting on clothes. I had to go to the car and get her ready clothes and stuff.
All right, well, you come to the next one, then that's cool.
Okay.
All right.
You got the academy, you got your shit like that.
All right.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. We back. Okay. Stallion, ask you a question. I said your pops or your father? Who's getting that front seat? Y'all taking the trip together?
Definitely my boyfriend.
Oh, your boyfriend. Okay.
My man.
So Nauti, who's getting that front seat?
I'm gonna say my girl.
Okay. All right. So
If my mom was like, God forbid, if she was crippled,
if she was crippled.
then she'll be in the front because it's easier to get out the front seat, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I feel you.
the way my mom is though, like she doesn't mind riding in the back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine is like that too. She'll get in the back first. No questions.
Yeah, that ass, she know what's up. Like,
So my mom take the back. Like she prefers to get the back seat.
yeah.
But my mom, she's so thirsty for like a daughter because she had all sons.
Oh yeah.
I feel like she was like super nice.
That
But
makes
she
sense.
probably should have been a little bit meaner. You feel me?
Nah, for sure.
Would have vented some situations for me. But that is what it is. Okay. Who cheat more, men or women? I'm jumping in straight into it. After.
You say who cheat
Yeah, for
more?
sure.
Who cheat more, men or women?
Oh shit.
Women. They just don't get caught.
Bro, I'm gonna think. Let me think about this. Cause I can see both sides of that shit. Fuck. I'm gonna go woman.
I'm gonna say women too, bro. I'm gonna say if men think that men will never be slicker than women
Never.
Nah.
on that tip, bro. Because I hear these dudes talking about all these partners they had, this, that, and the third, and they doing. And the women do the same thing, but they do it on so quiet and slick. And then you gotta think about it. It's nothing for a woman to go out there and grab, you know what I'm saying? Something.
For sure.
It's like no work. So I feel like they like silent assassins. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like they're silent assassins. I feel like the woman can go ahead and she can definitely go out there and bag anything she want. Any point in time, come back home, everything good.
Nah, bro, for sure. Cause like I be always telling you, like I see both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? Like me as a woman, dating a woman, I'll tell my girl like, babe, I'm about to go get a haircut. I can be at the barbershop for 2 hours. What's taking so long? Like, bro, it's barbershop talk. People's in the chair. But the moment a woman could be lying about getting her nails done, her eyebrows done, she come back like your shit not done. She'll be like, she was taking too long, so I went to Target Where the Target bags at though? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I got some Starbucks at the Target. Like, where the coffee at though? Like, yeah, like.
Ain't no woman going to Target and not coming out with nothing. That's that's a sign right there. Damn, I didn't think about that.
Like, but it's like lies, like, and I witnessed this shit. Not saying I was cheat on, but I've seen on my eyes, like, women always have a reverse psychology type thing, and then the moment you ask them it, then they want to put it on you, like, I don't ask you when you out shooting. Like, nah, bro.
Hell yeah, I might be getting cheated on.
Yeah.
That's great. No, I'm thinking. That's crazy.
But yo, on the slick side, if the partner's super slick, they could go grocery shopping ahead of time, already had the Target bags, the receipt and all that. Yeah. Then she come over there for about an hour, you know what I'm saying? Get that going. Then she just leave with the bag. So it's ways you will never know. That's why I said
you don't want to seem insecure, like overly asking them a question. You feel me?
Facts.
Heck nah.
So I got a question for y'all though. Do y'all believe like y'all should share locations with your spouse?
Ask that again.
Do y'all believe we should share locations with each other, like if we together type?
I don't.
Me neither.
I don't, because I think that's a matter of insecurity. Mm-hmm. One. And two, it's I feel like once you start doing stuff like that, like it feels like claustrophobic. Like,
no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit restrictive, like
no type of privacy for real.
Yeah, I need some breathing room to make ain't no relationship gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not expecting you to be an angel. You're a human at the end of the day.
For sure.
But I'm also not looking for no excess stuff. Like some people just want to dig until they find everything could be good. We chilling, we both smiling, you know what I'm saying? Everything's rosy posy. But then you want to go looking for something extra, and then you find something you don't like or you might have a problem with, and now we have a problem.
They're going to find something regardless.
You feel me? Somebody's going to find something. If you want to find an issue, it don't matter, bro. It could be a post online. I seen something this girl had. She had an issue with her boyfriend taking a picture with another chick at work because they legs was touching in the picture.
Damn, bro, what you mean?
You feel me? Like
it ain't coming no more, nigga. Like
there wasn't even like arm on shoulders. They were literally just standing, and she was like, "Your leg is too close to her." Like what? Like that's like you. So you reaching now? So
yeah, that's tough, bro.
I'm not sharing no location. What you think, Stallion?
So me personally, the past 2 times I've been in relationships, we've shared locations, but it's more, I don't know. We do it more of like, I guess it's a trust thing and stuff, you know, like I never asked for it, but I think it was just to give each other a peace of minds. But I ain't gonna lie, the first person, I definitely was like going back and checking his location all the time, but that's because he dead ass was cheating. Like he was going over to having sex with other women, like at other people's houses and stuff, and like paying women. Right. So like I had suspicion, so then I would always go and check it. I feel like if I were to be in a relationship again, I wouldn't ask for the location because that's just something like you have to build trust with each other. And
for sure. For sure.
I'm more of like, I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just feel like me sharing my location, like I get it, but I feel like I'm on probation in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like if you call me, I'm gonna answer. If I can't answer, I'm obviously busy. You know what I'm saying? We all human, but I feel like that location stuff be a little bit absurd. And like somebody might feel the way you are with your friends and they randomly pop up. Like that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta have a life outside of your relationship.
Low-key though, I just be worried about people though too. Like people's safety. Like you know, like
So you want the location?
I mean, honestly, like no, like I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I don't really care. But it's more of like I don't know. I care about people's well-being and stuff. So you know.
No, that's real. I do agree with that. Like people's well-being, because like if you from a certain environment and you know my people's is doing some things or whatever, I'ma just be worried about them in general because I know how they move. But at the same time, I think that people's inner insecurities would creep out, and then it would turn into a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you might that might be your original reason, and then you like, I wonder what they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, damn well they going down the street to go grab a square or something.
Right.
Like, all right, let me, and then it can turn into a whole other situation. So that's why I don't really do the whole.
But I do share location with my homies though.
Yeah, I do that. Like link up, come link up. You know what I'm saying? I share, and we do that too. Like if she's somewhere and she want me to come, hey. I'm about to do a happy hour, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about definitely though. Like me and my homies, we have our locations still together. And I ain't gonna lie, like I don't be checking for them, but I come and be like, bitch, what you alliance there for? It's 3 a.m. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I be just wondering, I be lurking, but I don't ever say nothing like, why you at a hotel right now? You got your own apartment. Like,
you bugging.
I don't be asking questions, but I be looking like,
that's funny.
You feel me? Like,
she said, what you doing? Why you at the hotel right now?
What you up to?
You got a whole crib, bro. But I don't know. But I mean, that's a trust factor with friends. And like, that's the thing with like Kayla was talking about as far as like knowing people's like awareness and stuff. So I feel like on a friend level, that's all we should share it.
Yeah.
But relationship level, I feel like they be wanting to like keep tabs. Like, just text me or call me, girl. Like, I don't know. It's a different perspective. I'd rather share location with my friends than my girl any day. That sounds fucked up, but I'm dead ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. I'm straight, bro. Like, let me live, because I'm not worried about, because I know at the end of the day, like, I know you do care about me. I'm not like a super, I'm not living like, or I don't have a flawed view of reality per se. You know what I mean? I know shit ain't gonna be perfect, and I've been through some shit. And I've done some fucked up things, and you know what I'm saying, some good things. And now I'm a mature person, or a mature adult. So now I look at it as like, shit ain't gonna be perfect, but if I'm happy, then what the fuck am I sitting here trying to?
Right.
It ain't gonna be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. Grass is not always gonna be green on the other side. But I'm good, so we good. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Happy life, happy wife.
Happy life, happy wife. Or happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. I say happy life, happy wife. That ass stuff.
Alright. So I think our either Nauti or Arsenio was talking about a man will tend to get with a woman and then help them elevate themselves. Right?
Right. Mm-hmm. They would.
We do. So nah.
So is it the same for a woman? So, all right. Okay, if you met a dude and you're in a pretty good situation financially, right? Like you take care of your business, you handle your business, and he's not where you're at, would you help build him? Like, do you feel like you would invest that time to help build him up to kind of get to your standard of who you think he could be or would want to be?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely done that before.
Okay.
It's never worked for me, because you know in the end, like, I don't know, they start getting a fucking big head and stuff. But I've definitely been there and stuff. Made more money than men. Had I guess a better job than a man, or a job at all, and it just never worked out for me in the end. But I've definitely been in a spot where I've you know, uplifted them and stuff, and that's something that's never mattered to me, like what you have and stuff. And as long as you're a good person, you know, as long as you say you like me and stuff, and we're gonna work towards bettering each other.
Right.
I've definitely helped some men that have, I guess, been down, I guess. But eventually, it just never worked out for me because they start getting big heads.
I used to want to help everybody. Like, if I thought you was a cool person and I knew I had it, I used to want to help you.
But then that's taken from you too.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, it really wasn't. But then the situation would get more like they depended on it instead of like building off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give me $100 today, then I'm in the street and I go flip that $100, and I make it 2, and I bring you back your 1. Good looking out there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But then it would be like, oh man, I know he got it. Let me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it become more of a stress thing. Like, I was just trying to help you out.
Right.
And I liked you. Now you dependent on it. So I feel like you're taking advantage of the situation. And I feel like dudes tend to do that. Sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
I shouldn't say sometimes, quite a bit, because, you know, I've been in them situations where, you know, I've been the dude driving somebody else's car because I ain't had the whippy at the time, and you know, it was in my younger days, but it is what it is. But I think dudes tend to do that. They will take advantage of a situation. But, you know.
Something I do to kind of like avoid that, I just tell myself, like, I know it sounds selfish, but like I ask myself, like, what am I gaining out of this relationship? Before it used to be, you know, like I'd give, you know, be taken advantage of. But then like I just have to start asking myself, you know, I think it's 50-50, like friendships, relationships, you know, how can I better this person? How can I better myself? How can we work together with each other?
Yeah.
And, you know, if I realize, you know, like, what am I gaining from you? I know it sounds selfish, but if you're not trying to always get
You
your
gotta be
feelings hurt and
selfless
stuff-
nowadays, bro.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's definitely not selfish. That's the first question you gotta ask yourself. A lot of us wasn't taught the game, so we don't look for it like a business. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, y'all gonna be sharing a living space. You're gonna be probably sharing bills, and if you got kids, then you both gonna be partaking in that kid's life. But
Yeah, relationship
financially,
definitely a business for sure.
it's a business. Well, yeah, it can be a business. And we don't look at it like, what can this person help me obtain? Not what can I always do for this person.
Yeah. P?
I mean, for me, I would do it. Because I look at it as whoever's on top should try to help the other one come up, and y'all be balanced, like leveled up. Like if I'm doing better than whoever I'm talking to, and I try to put them on game, teach them the game, help them elevate. That way they get there, we're at an even plateau, we both can live comfortably. Or if they're like higher up and I'm like down lower, then hopefully they'll do the same for me. Because it's at the end of this a relationship. I mean, we one team. So if we both even, then we can look out for each other. It's all about looking out for each other to me. So, I mean, I'd definitely do it.
Yeah, like be equally yoked for real.
Yeah. That comes to the other question. The bills, 50-50 split, 60-40, or what you thinking?
Man, I'm gonna let y'all talk because I this is something that touches my heart.
I'm gonna let you ask the question. Do your thing.
I know, for real. Go ahead, because the 50-50 bills, bro, it's like, I feel like if you guys are both working in a good situation, I don't see why the bills shouldn't be 50-50. Now, old school thought is the man should take care of all the bills in the home. And I'm not opposed to that either. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's a good thing for a man to do as well. It doesn't mean she's not helping out in other areas, whether it's buying clothes for the kids or, you know, taking care of the food in the home or a situation. That's not what I mean. But I feel like when y'all are equally responsible for something, and then all the financial burden gets put on one person, that shit can kind of get stressful over the years, and then it starts kind of like showing up in your relationship.
Nah, for sure though.
You know what I mean? So I feel like more people need to have those conversations about what they expect, and then shit changes. You know, maybe I did want to do it and cater to you when I thought that's what I wanted to do, but then I got with you and found out that I don't really like doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have it split down the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And on the flip side, say if you are like old school style, you know, the man catering, taking care of all the bills, the responsibility, you know what I'm saying? God forbid if something happens to that man,
right?
And this woman got your kids and she's the head of the household now, if she haven't established nothing or don't have a job or anything or a degree or anything, then what's going to happen to her and the kids? So I feel like it's important to at least have some kind of background where you can go at least 50-50.
No, for sure.
But 50-50, y'all both living comfortably. if one person get laid off their job, then at least the other person could pick up the slack and all kind of stuff. So,
but people don't realize like when you like for me, I'm different. Like I've grown up, low poverty and stuff like that. So when I get somebody that's 50-50 with me, I'm taking the other 50 and I'm trying to like stack and save it for emergency background. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people think nowadays in our generation, they think 50-50 mean I'm going to spend 50 on bills and other 50 I'm going to fuck off. Like, I have a good time, but at the end of the day, I'm still saving my bread. Like, I like save business and a party later type of thing, And a lot of times, like, you go 50-50 with a man, woman, whoever, they'll get comfortable and then they think they can, like, kind of lax off of, like, helping out each other, Because if we go on 50-50 or 75-25 and then I see you out, like, fucking off your money, I'm gonna start to question things like, yo, like, you know what I mean? That's supposed to come back to the household. I don't be want to be controlling, but if I'm giving 75, you giving 25, and then you out going out every weekend doing this and the third, like, I feel like you can provide more for the household,
No, I feel you on that. And also the 50-50, I mean, I'll change it. Like if I'm making way more money than whoever I'm talking to, and they don't make that much, then I'll put in like a 60-40 or a 70-30.
Yeah.
But as long as I see they're trying to grow
For sure.
and try to go to that next level, like I'll help you out. That's part of helping them get on their feet. But like you said, if they out just fucking around, partying, or buying the next J's out,
right?
Then not, man, hell no.
I agree with you. I agree with everything everybody said. Now, all right. I got this, or I guess I should say I just had this situation. Or had this situation. Do women, I'm gonna ask y'all, what do y'all feel about women being submissive to their men? And what does that mean to you? Because it means different things.
So, a woman being submissive to me, it just shows like, and it might sound like a little weird, but it shows like she really like love me. Like she open to do anything that I want her to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like if you're not submissive, I'd be like, what are you so reserved for if you're my person? You feel me? Like I don't want to have like, not saying ownership, but I want to have like a partner relationship to know that like you're mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vice versa. So
Right.
I'll be submissive to my woman if the vibe is there for sure.
Okay.
What about you?
I think you just gotta be, the right person. I think that a lot of women, they're stuck in their masculine ways because men just ain't men anymore. Like
For sure.
how it used to be back then and stuff. Like, like women are taking care of men, like providing for men and stuff. And, the 50-50 thing, like it be the woman be taking care of everything. And I just think that, like I would be submissive for a man if he like showed himself that, he's someone who could step up to the plate, who could lead and stuff. Not even necessarily like funds wise and stuff, but you just gotta show me. I'll know when you show me.
So you pretty much turned on by a man being a man.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sure. And there ain't a lot of those anymore.
It's not.
I feel like it's the energy you bring to the table. Like energy, you can feel energy. Like if you come to the table as a man and you establish and you just already dominant and you taking care of business, then she's automatically gonna be submissive.
For sure.
Like me personally, I never dated or talked to a chick who wasn't submissive. I feel like it's the energy you bring. You make her feel safe emotionally, financially, everything. What you bring to the table, the energy you put out is what you get. So if you bring that energy, then yeah, she'll be submissive.
I also grew up personally, I grew up in a house full of women. I only had my brother and he went off to the military. So like the women, like in my house, we take care of everything. The bills, whether that's like, fixing something, building something, your cars, like whatever it may be and stuff. So we're so used to just being like, headstrong, and not saying that we don't need a man, but it's gonna take a lot for you to come and step up to the plate. We've already,
They run the household. Basically.
Something that you could do for real.
I respect that. I was raised by all women too, so, and they all were strong. So I feel like being raised by all women, you recognize their needs and what they want. So I feel like that helped out a lot.
Women can do a lot of stuff for real.
Oh, for sure.
See, and that's where I think I fucked up. I didn't have no sisters. I have all brothers. My mom has all brothers. So it's a lot of masculine energy when I grew up. Yeah. So as far as we talked about this last time. As far as the feminine energy, there wasn't really, it was just my mom and that was it. And then she tried to raise men, so And my dad is like the man's man, so it's like everything was tough, like, you know what I'm saying, aggressive. So when it came time for me to like choose women, like I'm choosing you for fun. But I really didn't know what to look for as far as like what would be a good match for a home or like to bear children or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So now I understand like why they say the submissive versus the head of the household role is so important, because if you're looking for me to protect, provide, be a man that people can follow, or be a man that our children can turn out and see an example, then it's going to have to take you to support me doing that. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about you can sit here, gotta clean up all my shit, do all my laundry and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, like, you gotta give me the feminine energy to match my masculine
Nah, for sure.
to bring it back to center, because I don't need nobody to turn me up. I'm already turned. I need somebody that I can come home to and you gonna calm me down. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's a back rub, a cool conversation, you know what I'm saying? You got that sexy ass voice that's gonna help me like mellow out.
Give me the bare minimum for real.
You feel me?
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like last time, like, you know, I was like, if a man can't fish, what he gonna eat? And I'm the same way. Like, if a woman can't cook, like, she's not valuable. A lot of people got salty at that, but I'm serious. So I'm like, all the things that I ask you, I can do myself. But it's like, what can you bring to the table to like make my like shoulders a little bit lighter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't realize that. They just want to come home.
Now, how do you feel if like a woman like she can't cook fish, but you know she's trying to learn? You know, is that different? You know,
I respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're trying, I respect it. I'll never shit on nobody's effort
at all.
What I don't like is when people don't give no effort and then expect me to. You see shit that I'm lacking in, right? But you got shit that you're not willing to work on. So then I'm the type of person that not like, fuck it, I don't. You ain't motivating me.
For sure.
You're not motivating me.
Yeah, and I didn't be like, oh, you can't cook noodles, I don't want you. Like, nothing like that, bro. I'm just saying, like I said, I have masculine and feminine ways. I'm a hard working ass woman, you know what I'm saying? So if it's like, hey, babe, can you make me some baked chicken, asparagus, mashed potatoes, like,
top notch. Okay.
It's TikTok, bro. It's TikTok, it's YouTube out there, bro. Like, just figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm providing for the crib. We about to go on vacations, chill. Like, can you clean the house? Like, this is the bare minimum of what I'm asking of you. I'm not asking you to go crazy, cut the grass, and build a tree. Like, you feel me?
if she cares about you, she'll definitely do that.
Yeah, seriously, because like I said, I ain't used to know how to change my oil, but I learned how to. You know what I'm saying? I see my girl out there doing it. I'm like, fuck, like, she got nails on change her oil. Like, hell nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of was embarrassing to me. So I figured it out and I learned how to do that myself. So you learn what you want to learn, bro. And the person gonna make you want to get better or worse. So
Hell yeah.
that's it.
So I guess set your standards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put your standards in front first. You know what I'm saying? Know what you want out of that relationship, and then make sure that person kind of is in line with it, because some people really don't give a fuck if they selfish. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even know they selfish. They just don't feel like putting forth the effort. But then you got some people that, you know what I'm saying, if you do everything right and you hit them right spots, they turn up for you.
Yeah, every day.
You feel me? And they'll go hard for you, and then in turn that'll motivate me to want to do everything that you need me to do or feel like you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I'm feeding off your energy.
For sure.
If I'm not getting it, then I'm just like, all right, well, bare minimum, here you come. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. This all topics, but I was talking to one of my homies yesterday. Actually, was out kicking it. I won't say exactly, but they're a same-sex couple, you know, and I won't say the exact extent of it, but they were like, I give something in a relationship, but I'm not receiving that same thing. And it could be, you know, sex, it could be attention, it could be vibes. So if y'all are like committed to each other and you're giving like your wife all these things and she's not giving it back to you, like you're not receiving,
right?
would it be wrong for you to go venture off and get it from somebody else though? If you're giving her warnings, you know what I'm saying?
Is that after or before a talk?
This is before, like, it's like, okay, for example, let's do a prime example. Say you're like, babe, I come home every night, I work at a factory, my hands are hurting, I just want my hands rubbed, massaged out. Mm-hmm. And then like, but you massaging your girl's hands, but she not trying to massage yours. Like, would it be wrong for you to go get a massage from another woman that wants to provide that for you?
I think if you had to talk about it and she kind of like, you know, made it clear that she didn't care about your feelings, then I don't think it'd be wrong for you to venture out.
Okay.
But I feel like a talk would had to have happened first. You know, like, this is how I feel. You know, like, I feel like you're not doing enough for me, and depending on which way she reacted, you know, if she got mad about it, then I would say, yeah, then go ahead and venture off, because obviously she's not going to give you what you want, you know, what you need. Right. But if she was, you know, like, willing to be, you know, like, okay, like, I get it, like, I'm going to change, I'm going to try to do this more for you, then I wouldn't. So it depends on the situation.
I agree. The conversation first. That's just like sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting too much sex, then you have a conversation with your person. Like, put it out there on the table. Like, look, blase, we only have sex like once every 2 weeks. Right. That's not enough. And like, you say you have about 2 conversations about that. And then you like, I just say either that, you gonna break it off, come to understanding, or then after that, then you go do your thing. You didn't talk to him twice.
For sure though.
Yeah. I think people get too stuck in this toxic relationship shit, man. Like, let the shit go if it ain't working.
Facts.
Some people would deal with the bare minimum though. Like, they don't mind taking the bare minimum, and then will try to
and being happy.
Yeah, they don't want to be. Oh, that's another thing. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm not happy. Mm-hmm. But I feel like sometimes people get married and then they will sacrifice their happiness just to keep the marriage going, or a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't never understood that.
Yeah, so you just answered that question.
Yeah, but that's true.
Would you keep your marriage? Would you keep your marriage and your family if you're not happy? Would you sacrifice that for your happiness?
It's. I would say I would want to say no, but in all reality, there's a lot of factors in there. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people don't really think about. Like, say you have kids,
right?
A lot of people keep the relationship going together because they have children, and they might come from a single family home. So they don't want their kids coming from a single family home. So they'll keep their relationship going just because they want to keep the family together. Right. And I'm not judging. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong thing to do. I understand those situations. And then some people just want to try to salvage shit, and they thinking about the before, the yesteryears. Like, how do we get back to this point? You know what I mean? And maybe y'all just 2 different people at this point in time. Like, there's a lot of different factors that go into it. Some people hang on financially because they feel like they don't have the options to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's true.
They'll just go ahead and let me keep this relationship going because I haven't had a job and my man been doing this, that, and the third for the last 10 years. So what else am I going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think when you say in a relationship just because of what somebody can offer you, I feel like that's not happiness, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't happiness.
For real. I've seen that in my own eyes.
It's not happiness.
Like, life too short. You got to live for you.
Life is super short.
I mean, of course you're going to love your kids and the family. If you come from a single family household, you want your kids to have something you never had before. So you're going to try everything you can. But are you really giving your kids the life that they want? If you're really unhappy, you might come home with mood swings. They might see fighting in the household.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are just scared of change.
That's true.
But obviously, like, that's not a reason to say, you know, you only have one life. So if you're unhappy, then I think you should leave for sure. Even if you got kids.
Yeah,
it's hard, man. Yeah, it's just a hard situation. I don't know what the right or wrong thing is. I would like to say I'm trying to chase happiness because, like you said, you got one life. So if you're not happy, I don't see what the point of you being with somebody is, because people are resilient. I know people use kids as an excuse, and it's not a bad excuse. So I'm not saying you right or wrong for doing it. I'm just saying, like, things change, people will adapt. I know a lot of people from divorce homes or whatever, separated, and they turned out fine because their parents did a good job of just putting all the bullshit aside and focusing on the child and say, I don't fuck with you, but hey, this is how we're gonna have to co-parent, and this is what's best for our child. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have no bullshit when it came to the kid. And then you got the other end where they use the kid, you know what I'm saying, to get back at the parent, and it turns into nasty, you know what I'm saying, BS. So
yeah, I feel like those people,
pawns, bro.
yeah, I feel like they still emotionally attached to that person who used their kids. I mean, you the author of your own story, so I really feel like can't nobody tell you what you're doing right or wrong when it comes to that. It's all about how you feel. You trying to live your life. You're not trying to get the acceptance from people in the outside world. So I would leave the kids involved, marriage. If I'm not happy and I'm feeling some type of way, I'm out. I mean, I'll try to make it work, but if I realize I'm beating a dead horse, this ain't gonna work out, I'm out.
Nah, for sure.
Because tomorrow's not guaranteed, so
yeah,
you gotta make sure you happy, bro.
It's not guaranteed at all.
You gotta love yourself before you love somebody else, bro.
That is true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a bar right there.
Like that ass, like.
Because if not, that's where the toxicity comes out.
Yeah, you're finding everything wrong within a person because you don't find nothing right within yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just friends, relationship, everybody, family. Like, if you got a person that just genuinely don't love themselves, like, no matter what you do, will be right. You know?
Yeah.
That's as simple as that, man.
That's some real shit.
That ass. Self-love, man. And people also, like, they might love themselves, but they haven't been loved correctly. And then when you gotta love them correctly, they feel like it's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And some people also live in the past. You can't move forward looking back.
Can't.
You can, but you're gonna run into a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people live in the past, if people stay living in the past, I gotta let some of them people go.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like, yeah, your mindset is fucked. What happened. I mean, you could use that as fuel, use that as energy, as motivation, but you can't live in the past and bring it to your future relationships.
Yeah, seriously. For real. That's why, like, I haven't been dating, you know what I'm saying, situation I'm going through and stuff like that, but I have been, like, trying to communicate, you know what I'm saying, to get new friends and shit like that. But, like, this one chick I went on with the other day, she had, asked me a question. She's like, so why are you single? And, like, y'all know what's up. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, for one, I'm about to tell you my business, because then on top of that, you gonna already put a perspective in your head about me, or rebound. No, I'm not even trying to date you type. Like, I'm just trying to be cool with you. And then I just feel like you come in a relationship, friendship, whatever, and they're like, oh, so what happened with your last marriage? And you tell them that's just fuel to the future conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just learning now to navigate a different way. Like, I want to come with you straight, clean whiteboard, bro.
Right.
I ain't trying to vent about my past, about my issues, because it's like every relationship that I've been in, those vulnerable conversations come up later in arguments that don't have nothing to do with our relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. In the beginning, I mean, I feel like I'm trying to get to know you. Like, we talk about us. Let's not talk about the past yet. Let's try to paint a different picture.
Right.
Of us, like, I get to know you, you get to know me. Let's not jump right into the past. Like, we here to get to know each other.
For sure. Because what happened before you don't got nothing to do with us now type thing.
They're going to start thinking, like, oh.
Telling you, bro. It's kind of like you tell somebody, like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to think of a good situation that I'm not in type.
You swear that I'm not in.
Real talk, man. Because I ain't trying to be hell motherfucker. You know, I'm throw shade, whatever. All right. Tell somebody, like, yeah, man, my girl broke up with me because I worked at the ice cream shop. You know what I'm saying?
Work at the ice cream shop.
I'm saying.
I got you.
And then it's like, that conversation, she gonna be like, that nigga ain't got no money or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't even gotta bring that conversation up because everybody, you could tell me something. I'm gonna paint a picture. Not that I'm gonna judge you, but I already got that perspective of you in my head. I want to come clean slated, bro. There's no judgment zone right now, bro.
Right.
Facts. I go with the job title. You feel comfortable telling like somebody what you do, like when you first meet them, or do you try to keep that on the back burner? Like, let's get to know each other. You don't really need to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
I told James this earlier. I was like, bro, like, I don't tell nobody what I do. And we're not gonna sit over here type of thing. Because I feel like it's like a stigma behind it, bro. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
it's like a beautiful woman telling me she a stripper versus telling me she's a dentist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So all due respect, I'm gonna look at shit a little. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Where the strippers at?
Right. We gonna get them out of you, right? But nah. But the thing is though, with me, like, I don't judge strippers. It's a hustle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Just because you're a stripper don't mean you a hoe.
100%.
Nah.
Just because you a attorney don't mean you a loyal man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, some of them be the worst.
Yeah. Pastors too. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's like,
Yeah.
if a woman tell me she's a stripper and you present yourself well as a woman, I'm gonna look at you as a woman versus what you're doing to hustle, bro. Like, that's
Facts.
the end of the
Get to know
day.
you as a person. I mean,
Flat out.
they might have had a crazy background. You got to do what you got to do to survive.
For sure.
So
You doing something
Yeah, you're definitely doing something.
that you got, you know what I'm saying? You got
the
that.
thing.
So you doing something. You funny for it, bro.
That's-
All right. So you got hustling and then you got hustling. So in my opinion, there's a difference. So I'm asking, okay, so what's hustling to you?
So, hustling to me is a person that's trying to get it by all means.
Okay.
But if you're hustling, meaning you trying to take from me to provide for yourself, you know what I mean? With no good intention.
All right. So what's hustling mean to you?
Hustle? Definitely, I think a go-getter.
All right.
You know, something that, you know, nothing's going to stop them no matter what.
Right.
And then hustling, kind of what she said. I don't know. It feels like more of like a leeching. That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure.
Cardio.
So for me, hustling, basically, like Kaitthestallion said, you're a go-getter. You got a main job, you got a side job, you got a lawn care service, you got multiple streams of income.
Right.
You hustling. But hustling, I feel like you moving something.
Okay.
Like you out here in the streets, like you doing that. Like you moving work or something. That's for me. That's what it is to me.
All right. So for me, hustling, I feel like you working hard. Like you really putting in effort to whatever you're doing. Hustling, I feel like it's kind of like all the above. Like some of what y'all said, but it's also being like you using your ingenuity to make it work for you. So you kind of thinking outside the box and you doing other things to try to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's all good. It could be some, you know what I'm saying? It could be some shit.
Yeah.
But you still using the same principles that you would if it were an illegal or legal act. You just go about it in a manner to try to make it as efficient as possible. So I feel like one is like you're really working your ass off. And the other one is like, how can I make this shit work for me? You know what I'm saying? And I might have to go ahead and get this for that, you know what I'm saying? But then I might have to go ahead and do this, you know what I'm saying, for that. So it's just a different avenue. So what do y'all see yourselves as? Hustling or hustlers?
Hustler for sure, bro.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I'm coming back.
So who you trying to get today?
Me?
Yeah, exactly. Did she just say that?
La.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
No, I'm saying I'm a hustler, bro. Like, I was going like that was kind of weird to say.
Say, where the scale at?
Yeah, right. What the leg read? What the leg read?
Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all only knew. But not like I'm just like I said, man. This dude be trash, bro. But nah, I just like I got out the mud for real. Like just growing up, you know, under the situation, circumstances I did, and I'm proud of myself though, man. Like from fucking like selling candy, whatever type, you know what I mean, to like not gonna do that shit no more. This feels good. Like hustling is not like a 9 to 5, bro. That's a 24 to 24, bro. Like you gotta get it whenever that time come, bro. Yeah. At the opportunity, I would call it. But now, like when you don't gotta do that no more, like it's dope. Like chill, make more money. You ain't gotta risk your life, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That makes sense. I ain't gonna dive too deep, but yeah, just I always got it how I could, man. For real. That's just how I was raised. I respect hustlers nowadays for sure, cause just from like the simple, not saying that I ever did this, but like, you know, there's dispensaries out there. Oh, yeah. Things are legal now. So if you still trying to be the plug with, you know, commercial things being sold, like you really still trying to get it, bro. You know what I mean? Right. It's like a person having like a cow in the hood, but you could go buy milk at the corner store, like type shit. Like, sure. You feel me? It's like you trying to still compete with real. Like it's 2025, bro. Like shit.
Picture rock. You can't do it from the curb no more, bro.
You can't, bro.
Level up.
Like these little kids be shaking water bottles for $1. I'm like, fuck, man.
They go $1. Dang.
Yeah, I don't know what the water is. Like, right. But them hustlers though, man. Like for real, water free now. Go in the store, ask for a water cup, get a free little. But I rather supply the little dudes on the streets because it is teach them like hustling is a good thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can be doing 1,000 times worse.
1,000 times worse.
For real, dead serious.
I think that the people get detached from like first of all, I feel like people that work around the community, they ain't really from there, so they frown upon certain things they see.
For sure.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right
for sure.
If it don't matter if you in Southfield, you out here in Cleveland Ave, you down on the hilltop. Like people gonna look at you and treat you a certain way. But they're not from there, so when they work in these communities, bruh, then you see little kids.
Nah, I feel that 1,000%. Yeah,
you see little kids selling water on the corner or whatnot, and you trying to frown, or the kids selling candy in front of the grocery store. Yeah, oh, that's solicitation. Shut the fuck up.
But we ain't gonna talk. But we know what we know.
We know we get it.
Even I'm saying we all know. Like, and I'll be looking like, bro, like you're not from this place of like refuge, bro. Like y'all just here to get a check. Exactly. But like we here to make a difference, a place that we raised upon. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And that is true, bro. Like I be seeing kids in front of the grocery store selling candy for either more or less. And I just be like, here, bro, like I respect your hustle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Bro, shit, like just listening. You don't even know this kid's background stories, bro. Period. People selling ice. Like, they're trying to make something happen, but people that are not raised upon, they born with a silver spoon in their mouth, not gonna realize, though. Yeah.
And they never will.
They won't.
You never been in that position, you can't see from what that person sees. Like,
yeah, for sure.
No matter how much you read or you study about it, or you know what I'm saying?
For real, though.
That's a fact. Like, people understand they have a certain, you was raised a certain way, so you have a certain amount of lifestyle that you got accustomed to. So you're not going to really, you kind of like out of touch with reality in a sense when you start judging people for trying to get by on a day-to-day basis, which is cool. I'm glad you had that experience. I'm glad you grew up and your parents or your family did a well enough job where you really never had to worry about certain things. But you can't treat people like shit just because you feel like you're a privileged or a person from a privileged background.
No, that's serious, bro.
It's not that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always like, I don't care where you from or what your background is, but real recognize real. Mm-hmm. And I just appreciate real people that got like an actual story to them, because that means you're going to have some substance and you can kind of like, you got a heart. You got heart. You got good heart.
Like you a people's person for real.
Yeah, I'll trust you. You might not even be like my type of person, but I'll still trust you because I know at the end of the day, you're not a fake motherfucker.
Right, for sure. And I've witnessed that in so many aspects, bro. Like, it'll just be like, I'm not trying to dive too deep, but it'll be a situation you go to a place and then people looking like, it look like, come on, bro. Like, you know we here for it, bro. Like, don't be doing that.
Right.
And then it'll be jokey later, and I'm just like, I'll be the only person at the table, like, not laughing at this shit, because, like, that was me before. Like, you feel me? And then they thinking it's so hee because the way I carry myself in this environment that we're in later, you know what I mean? People don't know the backstory of you for real, and that's not for them to know. But like I said, people are born and raised with this opportunity already at hand for them.
Right.
Versus like us.
That's fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all at different levels. I feel like the way somebody treats somebody that they can gain nothing from speaks volumes about their character.
Not for sure.
Like if they can't give you nothing,
That's a bar.
whether it's mental, physical, anything, but you still treat them decently and treat them with like integrity, to treat them in a caring way. Right. That says a lot about your character than looking down on them. You know what I'm saying?
That is a bar right there.
That's serious, bro.
That's super real.
People always say, why do you say West Side so much? West Side. Like, because I want to know my people. Like, I know those are the people I'm going to grow closest with. I know where they came from. And, you know, I just know, like, those are my people.
The West Side is different. For sure. West Side is definitely different, bro. Commands to you.
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Best side.
I wouldn't say the best side.
The East Side. Cut the cat.
Nah, but real talk though, like, it's a survival out there for real, man. Everywhere's survival, but honestly, like, you could come through the East Side and you can see like this polished crib, and you walk into that motherfucker and it's like, whoa. But you see the West Side, it looks the way it's gonna look on the, like, you know what I'm saying? Not being funny. It could be a little different, but we kind of
say it's eerie over there.
We got a more of a higher expectations on the East versus the West, I would say. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you from the East Side, right?
Me?
Yeah. All right, Stallion from the West Side.
East Side.
From the East Side. So I'm from like the kind of like the lower East Side, like I'll say like the Mount Vernon area.
Yeah, that's nice.
I grew up over off of Hope Ave, so that's kind of like a little bit further north.
Northeast type, yeah.
Yeah, like was it Barnett? Not Barnett, Brittenell. But the differences in the people, like Columbus is a pretty big city. People don't really understand like how big it is for real.
Oh, it's huge.
Like my first time actually going out west, I didn't even know nothing was out there for real. I went out there like past the hilltop. I didn't know nothing was out there. I went to the casino one time. I was like, oh, they got a Lowe's out here? This is the Home Depot? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
I thought it was a different world though. I thought it was like another city.
Same, bro. Lowe's felt like Little Mexico when I went in there. I was like, where am I at?
Yeah, bro.
A lot of Hispanic.
Y'all got screwdrivers? Like, they're gonna store everything. Like, you walking up there.
That's real shit though, bro. I actually thought it was another city because I never been out there, so I was like, damn, bro, you could have a whole nother life out here and nobody will ever know because them people don't come out this side of town, and you would really never have no reason to have to go all the way out there.
I'm telling you, before my career, I didn't know anybody. I only knew West Siders. I didn't know anybody else. These other parts of towns are all new to me.
Yeah.
You sound like you from the West Side.
That's real. I can see that.
You got that West Side accent. He's like,
West Side? Yeah.
Funny, bro.
She threw it up.
That's real though. That's how kind of like Columbus is for real. If you from the Southfield, bro, like I don't know if you would ever make it, you know what I'm saying, past like 161 or something like that. Like there's no reason.